Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making stuffed Renkon, which is lotus fruit, and it looks like this. We need 3 lobes. So this is kind of a cross between a water chestnut and potato. We're going to give these a really good scrub and let them soak in a little water. While they're soaking, we're going to make the filling. So we need 3/4 pound of ground chicken or ground pork, a teaspoon of minced ginger, 1 scallion chopped, 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, a 1/2 tablespoon of shaoxing wine, 2.5 tablespoons of water, a teaspoon of sesame oil, a 1/4 teaspoon white pepper, and a 1/2 teaspoon of potato starch. Going in there with a gloved hand and mixing this really well until it forms a paste and looks a little something like this. We're going to cover that up and set that aside. Now for the lotus fruit itself, we're going to chop off those 2 ends, give this a little peel, and you're going to see how gorgeous and white this lotus fruit is. Next, we're going to chop into 1/8-inch little discs, and we're going to immediately put this in water to stop any browning from happening and to wash off any excess starch. Now we're going to fry these, so we do need to dry them off so there's no water to cause any little explosions. So I'm just laying these out in a single layer onto a clean kitchen towel. You don't need the drying basket. I just have one, so I figured I may as well use it. Then we're going to blot off the tops of this as well. And to form our little sandwiches, we're going to take one of our discs, layer on a teaspoon of our filling, find a disc of matching size, layer that on top, press this down because we want some of that filling to come through the holes. That's what's going to keep this together. But you do want to clean up the sides. So we're going to continue to match up and fill until all of our lotus slices are used up. Just cleaning up the edge there. We're going to need a batter for this. So in a small bowl, we're going to add 2.5 tablespoons of potato starch or cornstarch, 2.5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of Chinese five spice. We're also going to drizzle in a 1/4 cup of water. I definitely need a smaller whisk for this. Just drizzle this in to let that absorb into the flour. Last but not least, we need 2.5 tablespoons of seltzer water. You do want to keep that whisk on hand because the potato starch tends to settle to the bottom. Now over on the stove, you should be heating up 2 inches of vegetable oil to 270 degrees. We're going to batter these right before we fry them so they don't get soggy. You want to do this in batches because these tend to stick together. So you want to stir them around so they don't stick. And you only want to fry them until they're nice and golden brown. They're going to brown a little bit more as they sit and rest. I've just plated these on a small plate and this is looking beautiful. Now let's go ahead and give this a taste. Lotus fruit itself is light and crunchy. It's not as watery as a water chestnut and not as starchy as potato, so it's this perfect consistency. The filling itself is savory and delicious. You can really taste that Chinese five spice coming through. And these were so easy to make and absolutely delicious. But there it is, stuffed Renkon. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you like this video, give it a like. If you loved it, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell if you haven't already. And comment below if you think you'll try to make this in your home. Thank you so much again. And until next time, happy cooking.